Hello Nintendo Wii here, welcome back to Let's Play Retro Games, and welcome to another episode of Games I Got Recently. I'm really excited to do this one actually because it's something really cool. So, here we have an unassuming blue box, a giant blue Lego brick, but what's inside it is so awesome. Not clickbait, I promise. So, you guys might know if you use Facebook that there's a thing called Facebook Marketplace that's just sort of become popular. It's got a new little button at the bottom of the screen and you can click on that and type things in and then see what's for sale in your local area. So of course I did that and I've been typing in Game Boy or Nintendo, things like that, retro games, trying to see what's popped up in the local area, and this amazing thing popped up. I had to look at the pictures. Yep, there's a load of GBA games in there. So I had to look at the pictures and a few really stood out to me. So I'm going to go through them all. There's about 30 games in here. And the amazing thing is they were only asking 30 quid for the whole lot. I don't really think they knew what they had. And as well as that, they also threw in this little game wallet thing as well. So let's get started, and you can see just how excited I was when I picked this up. Completely blown away that I even managed to get something this good. So the first thing here, and I'll let you guys work out how much it all comes to because I tried doing that and it's a lot more than 30. So we'll start. Here's the first game. This is Spyro II, or Spyro II Season of Flame. I remember really enjoying this game when it first came out actually. I was a huge fan of the GBA Spyro games. It's so good to have this one again. A few of these games, I just have to say, a few of these games I do have duplicates of, so I will be taking some of them to CEX and maybe exchanging them for vouchers to use on other retro games in the future. So the first one there is Spyro II. Next up here, I know it's kind of hard to see in the light, this is Need for Speed Carbon. Pretty good game for the GBA. It's very impressive, the 3D graphics that they managed to get out of the system. I'll try and do gameplay for most of these games anyway, and I'll put it up here. I can't promise that it will come out very well because I'm having a bit of trouble with my capture card, but even so, playing this on the actual Game Boy Advance hardware is very impressive. I do love it when they really push the system to its limits. Not quite so exciting here. There's a lot of Disney games in this set, by the way. So the next one we have here is Disney Pixar Monsters Inc. I haven't actually tried this one, but I presume it's just a basic kid-friendly platforming sort of game, but still cool. Next up here we have a Star Wars game. This is Episode 2, I think. Episode 2, Attack of the Clones. There we go. So I'll put some gameplay up on the side, like I said. I'm not too into Game Boy Advance collecting, but this has really built up my appetite to start collecting GBA games as well. I do have a really nice collection already, and I am planning to do a Game Boy Advance collection video like I did with the Game Boy video sometime in the future, but we'll carry on here. So the next one we have is Jurassic Park, The DNA Factor. That one again is a platformer from what I can tell. This one here is Yu-Gi-Oh! Eternal Duelist Soul. Unfortunately, I don't think the camera's going to pick it up very well. Yeah, there you go. It did. So unfortunately, you can probably tell this one's a fake. Just the way the logo goes over the image, it just looks really weird. And I just dropped it on the floor. It just looks really weird, but actually it does play perfectly fine. So it wasn't one I was going to take to CEX anyway, so I'm not too bothered. Luckily, that was the only fake that I managed to spot, so it's not too bad. The next one here is Power Rangers Dino Thunder. This one seemed pretty cool. It kind of reminded me of like Ninja Spirits or something like that. Like, pretty cool action platformer. And another action platformer, this one is Ultimate Spider-Man. Not quite as good as the PS4 game that just came out, but still something really cool to get in this big collection. And here's another really cool game. I do already have this one, but I'm sure it's worth quite a bit if I take it to CEX. This one is, you can't see because of the light, Super Mario Advance 3 Yoshis Island. Amazing game. If you've never played Yoshi's Island before, absolutely 100% recommend it. Incredible game, and even today the graphics look amazing. Another incredible game and one of my favourites on the GBA. Another one that I already have, so this one will be going in for trades. This is Kuru Kuruin. The first game in the Kuruin series, which has 3 games I think now. The last one was on the GameCube. Really addictive little puzzle game, really, really cool. If you haven't seen these games actually, I did a video many years ago about the sequel, Kuru in Paradise, so I'll put a link in the description for that. And I'm just going to have to stop a second to have some tea. I'm very prepared for this video. I've got tea and I've got some fancy white chocolate, so been looking forward to doing this one for a while. The next one here, another Disney game. I said there's quite a few Disney games here. This one's Finding Nemo. I've not played this one yet, so I don't really know what sort of game that's like, but I will put some video up there. And here we have another Power Rangers game, actually 2 Power Rangers games in one. This is Power Rangers Time Force and Power Rangers Ninja Storm. So it's one of them 2-in-1 cartridges. That's pretty cool to have. The Power Ranger games actually seem quite fun, so that's pretty cool. Another Disney game here, this one is Treasure Planet. Not played this one yet, so I don't really know how this one plays. A game I have played quite a lot and I was really enjoying it. I really love the GameCube one. This is The Simpsons Road Rage, basically the Simpsons version of Crazy Taxi, which is a game and a series that I really enjoy, so very happy to have this one on the GBA. I've not actually played the GBA one before, so that's really cool. I was so excited looking through all these when I picked them up. I was just like, it's like Christmas come early, it really is. The next one here is Army Men Advance. This was actually a launch game for the system as far as I know, and I was actually considering picking this game up at launch, but instead I got a game called Pin-O-B Wings of Adventure, which is another really great game. I'll probably do a video about that in the future sometime. Been thinking actually, maybe I'll do a video about the launch day of different systems that I've picked up over the years, because I do get really excited at launch day and I tend to get the kind of games that aren't your average game. Like when the Switch came out we got Bomberman and 1-2 Switch, and I know most people just got Zelda. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Let's get back to these Game Boy Advance games. The next one here is Madagascar, another Disney game I think. Don't quote me if it's Disney or not, I'm not too clued in on my 3D Disney style movies. Something I am clued in on though is Crash Bandicoot. Really happy to have this. This is Crash Bandicoot 2 Entranced. So I never actually had the second one on the GBA. I had the first one, which was Crash's Big Adventure or Crash XS, depending on what region you were in. And I'm very, very happy to have the second game. So it's really, really good actually. Really good indeed. Another game that's really good, I've already got this one, so this will be a trade-in. This one's called Hot Potato. Bit of a strange name, yes, but it is a really cool little puzzle game. And it's kind of a hidden gem on the system, I'd say. I know that word's kind of overused, but never mind. Another Disney Pixar game, this one's The Incredibles. I've not tried this one yet, so I'll put some video over there. Excuse me, I'll put some video over there so you can see what it's like. Really cool little thing here. I loved collecting these. These are the NES Classics lineup. This one is PacMan. This was basically before Nintendo had their Virtual Console. They brought out loads of games in the NES Classics lineup on the Game Boy Advance, which were just loads of classic arcade and NES games. They're really bare bones. It's literally just the game and nothing else, but still really cool to have. There's one here. I'm saving this one till last because that's the big one. The next one here, another game that I was super excited to find in this set. This is Donkey Kong Country 2. Diddy's Kong Quest. Diddy's Kong Quest. You have to make sure you say it right because it's a play on words. But Donkey Kong Country 2, if you don't know, is my favourite game in the entire Donkey Kong Country series and one of my favourite games of all time. So it's really great to actually have the GBA version as well now. I had the Japanese version but I never had the European one, so it's really cool to have that. I'm just blown away by some of the games that came with this. They really had no idea what they had. So here we have another Jurassic Park game. This one is Jurassic Park Park Builder. I think this one's sort of like a theme park or roller coaster tycoon style game. So that's really cool to have. I'll give this one a go in a bit and put some gameplay up there because I've been wanting to check that one out for a while now. I haven't really had time to sit down and actually play through all these yet just because there's so many of them. And I don't just want to put them in for 1 second and then forget about them. So I do actually have here my Game Boy Advance ready and waiting to play these a bit later. So the next one here, another cartoon style game. This is Jackie Chan Adventures. I don't really know what this one's like. I'm presuming it's some sort of 2D side-scrolling action platformer, which isn't a bad thing. And I'm presuming the same with this as well. This is Robots. I think that's a Disney film, maybe? Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it's a Disney film. And I haven't tried that one either, so I can't really say too much about it. And we're getting towards the end now. Next is Tiger Woods PGA Tour, if I can turn it around. Tiger Woods PGA Tour 2004. Not really expecting too much from this one, just your average golf game. Right, 2 more now. Last one here, and unfortunately another fake. You can tell it's fake because of how weirdly stretched the cover is. Pirates of the Caribbean. I presume it plays okay, I haven't tried it yet. And definitely saving the best till last, and this was the whole reason that I picked the lot up from eBay in the first place. And to be honest, I would have been happy paying it just for this one game alone. It's a game that I've always wanted on the GBA and for some reason I've never got. It is Mega Man Zero, the first one in the Zero series. So excited to get this, finally. And it's just amazing that it came with all these other games as well. And even if I trade in the ones that I've already got, I'm easily going to make back the money that I spent on picking these up. So super excited to finally get this game. I've had the collection on the DS for a while, but I've never actually had any of the GBA ones. I've had all the Battle Network games, but I didn't have any of the Zero games. So I'm really, really excited to get really stuck into this game. So happy. So guys, I just wanted to tell you, definitely check out Facebook Marketplace if you haven't. I know I brought this up in a previous video if you watch part 2 of my Game Boy pickups, but I just thought I'd show it off again now because this is something else that I got such a good deal on from Facebook Marketplace. This original Game Boy here and all these games. There was Tetris, Bust-A-Move 3, Disney's Mulan, Hyper Load Runner, A Boy and His Blob, and Track Me. I got the whole lot and the console for 20 quid, which is amazing. So if you haven't checked out Facebook Marketplace yet, stop what you're doing, stop watching this video, go and have a look and see what's in your area. Hopefully people won't know what they've got and they'll just be trying to get rid of their son or their grandson's old gaming collection, so you might be in for a real treat if you go and check it out. So thank you very much for watching. Actually, straight after this video I'm going to be recording another Games I Got Recently video, because this one's been going on a bit, and that one will be up next week on YouTube. But if you subscribe to me on Patreon for £3 a month or more, then you can actually watch that video right now. It's actually on there on Patreon, ready to be watched a week ahead of time. So thank you very much for watching. Big hello to all my new subscribers. I see there's quite a few new people there. Really hope you're enjoying the content. Go and have a look on my channel. I've set up some new playlists that might help you find some videos you'd be interested in. Anyway guys, thank you very much for watching, and if you're not on Patreon, I'll see you next week. Goodbye.